Hey everybody, and welcome back to yet another video. So today we're gonna be going over the brand new Just Cause 4 trailer that dropped last night. So unfortunately I wasn't at home to record it straight away after the announcement came. So finally I am back and we can do a full analysis and breakdown of the new Just Cause 4 trailer. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. And if you enjoy it at any point, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe for plenty more Just Cause 4 to come from this channel. But how about we just dive straight into this and let's see what they have hidden inside this trailer.
I was born to fight wars that no army could win.
So obviously to begin with, we've got this sweeping shot of the new map, the new world that we're gonna be playing on, which is called Solis, which is actually set in South America, which is the home of the Black Hand. The Black Hand obviously were in the previous Just Cause games, they were in the original as well as the DLC for Just Cause 3, and they're gonna be our main enemy for this game. So obviously later on in the trailer we see them, we see what types of weapons and enemies we're gonna be facing, and they look pretty advanced. I'm not gonna lie, and pretty badass as well. But let's just continue and let's see what's next. So here obviously we get our first look at Rico himself. As you guys can see on the right, he is holding the assault rifle that we have seen in the leaks before, and on the left it looks like some sort of a heavy weapon, a sniper rifle or potentially a grenade launcher. And as you guys can see, the vibe from this trailer I'm getting, it's very kind of dark, a more serious approach to a Just Cause game, which is going to be very interesting to see, because obviously Just Cause 3 was bathed in the beautiful sunlight, and now we get those kind of like gritty dark weathers, which is going to be extremely exciting to see. And if you guys have already seen the trailer, you already know that the weathers in this game are going to be extreme. I do have a theory regarding the story of this game, but I'm gonna save that for a different video because there's a lot of speculation that I want to make regarding that game, so stay tuned for that. Obviously here we see some more sweeping shots of some of the landscapes and locations that we'll be able to explore and obviously blow stuff up. We can see a boat which is just cruising along, which is obviously, boats are confirmed. There's gonna be a plethora of vehicles for us to choose from, which is very exciting. The animals are making a comeback. Probably gonna get abused by every single player of this game, but that's fine. You know what? That's why they're there for. So here once again we see Rico Rodriguez himself, a very kind of dark looking Rico Rodriguez, and if I'm not mistaken, looks a bit younger. I'm not sure what I feel about his face. It does look slightly different to Just Cause 3. On his left arm, as you guys can see, we've got the iconic grapple hook right there, which apparently now is going to be highly customizable. You're going to get more tethers, you're going to be able to customize the perimeters of them, also you'll be able to launch boosters, which in Just Cause 3, obviously you were only able to place down by walking up close to an object and placing them on, so it's going to be very exciting. Obviously, they are putting so much emphasis on the sandbox and the creativity of the players, which is just so exciting to see from a Just Cause game. And now this is the most interesting part. As you guys can see, there's a massive tornado in the background. The weather, I think, is going to play a crucial role in Just Cause 4, not only as a gameplay aspect, but also I think story. That's why I don't want to get into too much detail right now, but I do have a few ideas as to what the story is going to be. And on the left, obviously, you can see from the two weapons, it is indeed a grenade launcher that we saw earlier on. So obviously you're going to have heavy weapons, assault rifles, that is pretty much confirmed.
But the rules have changed. The enemy changed. And no one was ready for it.
The Black Hand. They are the world's most powerful private army.
So here we get obviously a glimpse at our enemy, the Black Hand, and this character right here is apparently Gabriela, which is the new female villain that is going to be in Just Cause 4. Apparently, Rico has finally met his match, which I assume is this girl. I'm not sure if she's the main villain of Just Cause 4 or one of the many that we could be facing against, but she does kind of look badass. Obviously, they're wielding more assault rifles, and there's a tiny little interesting bit about the weapons. Apparently, most of the weapons come with alternate fire, which will change up the characteristics of each of those weapons, giving you like different fire modes, different explosive ammo, and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be very interesting to see. So it does look like they are hinting at potential gun customization in a Just Cause game, which I think would be absolutely brilliant.
The Black Hand. They are the world's most powerful private army. But even they should fear what they've created. This isn't a war, Rico. This is survival.
So this is what the trailer ramps up and kind of speeds things up, but as you guys can see, we can see a brand new enemy type which come with shields. Obviously, it's going to be very exciting to see hopefully smarter AI in a Just Cause game and a little bit more difficult to take out. I just hope as a player you're gonna be able to pick up one of those weapons with those shields and use that to your advantage on the battlefield. So here we see yet another new enemy which looks to be wearing some sort of an exoskeleton, and I'm not sure what it's actually shooting into the sky. I'm not sure if it's some sort of a deployable drone, because straight after we do see an image of a drone, or maybe if it's the type of enemy that has a drone following it, protecting it from any sort of like gunfire or missiles and whatnot, and we have to take out the drone before we can actually tackle the enemy. But I do like how the Black Hand look very advanced. I think it's just gonna add a lot more fun gameplay, and it would be kind of cool to see if maybe Rico is gonna be able to get some sort of an exoskeleton that would be fully customizable and is gonna come with plenty of new gameplay features. So as you guys can see, the tethers are back in Just Cause 4, and like I said earlier, there's gonna be more of them, and they're gonna be highly customizable, so you can do more with these things, which I'm really excited for, because one big gripe with Just Cause 3 was the tethers would break so easily. So I hope we can build up the strength of these tethers to make for some elaborate stunts in the future. On the left, on the Rico's back, you can see he's got the assault rifle once again, and on the right he has some sort of a heavy rocket launcher, and in the background you can see those destructible tanks, which I assume we're gonna be able to obviously destroy, and this scene just in general looks pretty awesome. So here you guys can see the wingsuit is obviously back. One of the best additions to Just Cause 3 in my opinion. Behind obviously you can see the drones that are chasing Rico, which I believe were added with the Sky Fortress DLC. So it's cool that drones are making a return. So once again, Rico on his back has the heavy grenade launcher and the assault rifle.
Does that happen a lot? Want me getting shot at? All the time.
So obviously here we see a potential glimpse at one of the new companions that Rico is going to be dealing with, and despite the kind of darker tone to this game, it does look like humor is still the core of Just Cause. And this scene is kind of interesting because as you guys can see, there appears to be some sort of an armored car that I'm not sure if it's actually being customized, because as you guys can see, we can see some blueprints at the back on that whiteboard. So I'm not sure if vehicle customization is actually going to be a thing. It would be fantastic if we got it in Just Cause 4, but I guess we will just have to wait and see. So the next few shots obviously showcase some of the new biomes that are going to be in the game. It looks like we get a desert biome, a snowy biome, which I assume is going to be somewhere up in the mountains, and obviously jungle and water. So as you guys can see, car surfing is back, which is just absolutely fantastic because that makes for some amazing stunts. And as you guys can see, I actually didn't see this when I was analyzing this video, but I got it from the Just Cause analysis. But apparently what Rico did there, he attached boosters at range to that car to send it flying through the sky, which once again is going to be an interesting gameplay feature, which I think is going to make for some really creative moments in Just Cause 4. As you guys can see, Distraction in Just Cause 4 is back, and I think it's going to be bigger than ever. You can destroy glass this time around, and as you guys can see, you can still jump out of planes, crash them into massive buildings, and hopefully fully collapse them. And I do have to say, I'm intrigued by these massive domes. I'm not sure what they're actually going to be, if they're just kind of like outposts and whatnot, and maybe you have to break the outer defenses or lower a shield before you can take down one of these domes. It's going to be very interesting to see, but once again, crazy destruction is back, which is always exciting to see in a Just Cause game. And this, I think, is the screenshot a lot of people are very excited for. The Just Cause 3 cargo plane is back, which you know is gonna be used in a lot of stunts. I am so excited for this, but also in this image, you see that the tornado just causes havoc. So this is going to be very interesting. I think there's going to be a lot of emphasis on weather in Just Cause 4, but I'm not sure if it's actually going to be player controlled or if it's going to randomly spawn throughout the game, because if I'm not mistaken, there was some weather manipulation at the end of one of Just Cause 3's DLC expansions. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So December 4th, 2018 is the release date. I am so excited for this game, you guys have no idea. So stay tuned for this channel for plenty more Just Cause 4. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to get my hands on the game early. We will have to wait and see, but I'm so excited for this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If I missed anything, let me know, or maybe if I made any mistakes in this video, also feel free to correct me in the comment section. If you haven't already, make sure to join my Discord to discuss Just Cause 4 in the future. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're gonna have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, goodbye. Bye bye.